Hello, Barendipitous here again. I just wanted to, I know that I just wanted to do a little bit of a brief analysis, just sort of a look over Seven's full launch trailer, because I've only looked at her like various teasers and her teaser trailer before, so I wanted to just kind of like, go over the whole thing and all the teasers and just kind of like show that and maybe talk a little bit about what we thought and why what I thought before and why I thought that, and what it all means now that we know everything about Seven, basically, now that she is fully officially released. So let's start with this full trailer here. We'll just watch it through.
Died from a broken heart, so I installed a new one. I'm also working on a moral compass. It's like I always say, necessity is the motherboard of invention. Someone's waking up. Good morning. Failure is not in my programming.
And then the rest of it is basically like gameplay showing the various skins: Firefighter 7, Wanderer 7, and Tiny Figure 7. With various lines and things like that. You can watch it on the Brawlhalla YouTube channel. I won't go over all of it, but man, I love Seven's voice. Of course, the first thing that comes to my mind, and probably your mind as well, is GLaDOS from Portal. But Seven is a lot kinder and nicer and more optimistic than GLaDOS. This I already mentioned this in my look in Seven's lore, but basically, she said, you almost died from a broken heart, so I made you a new one. I'm also working on a moral compass, but you know what they say? maybe that moral compass didn't quite work out because Barraza is, Barraza. But I like that she used the phrase necessity is the mother of invention. It kind of brings to mind how Scarlet is known as Mother Necessity, the Da Vinci of Steam. I don't think Seven was necessarily referring to Scarlet in that way because that's a pretty common figure of speech. But man, how can you not like Seven? Like, look at that. Look who's waking up. Hi, hello. Man, Seven is awesome. So.
All I need is a wrench and a plan and a power source. Welcome to Brawlhalla.
There we go. Once again, phenomenal voice acting there with some cool effects on top of that. All I need is a wrench and a plan and a power source. I love that. That's fantastic. And man, I don't know about you, but every time I see these trailers and I hear the legend themselves, like the voice of the legend say, "Welcome to Brawlhalla," it's just, I don't know. There's like, I kind of get like sort of chills a little, even just a little bit. Like, that's just so cool, right? Especially since Brawlhalla is actually a term that is used in universe. Like Thor coined that term, Brawlhalla, basically. But yeah, Seven, I love it. I also wanted to point out the various teasers that we got about Seven. In the days leading up to her reveal. So we basically, now that we know her lore, we know that when the nanobots when the MBFC's nanobots shut everything down and basically caused the apocalypse because everything that ran on computer circuitry, which was pretty much everything, was shut down. That would mean also that Seven shut down as well, probably. You would assume so. However, I like to think, and I think there are some devs that think that might think this as well. So this is not necessarily official, but it's just a fun way to look at the teasers. Okay, so imagine this first teaser, this loading wheel, the way that Seven was able to gain sentience and still survive this electronic apocalypse is that there was some weird quirk or fault in her programming, which when it interacted with the nanobots, she just gained sentience. So I think it's fun to imagine that this is sort of like, after the nanobots came and went, and then all of a sudden, like, she's loading, and then she kind of like, like loading and then wakes up like, huh? What happened? I thought I was dead. Kind of a thing, right? Like, what's going on? And then later seeing, I think I think the idea behind this is that she looked at Barraza and saw that Barraza was dying, basically. The check engine was Barraza's heart, really. And so that made Seven nervous and like, oh no, I need to help fix that. I can fix him. And then we have the beep boop one where a heart and then a happy face. And like we now see that this is quite literal. Seven made a heart, running that runs on diesel fuel for Barraza, and that worked. And she was happy to see that. Like, hello, everything's fine. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be okay. And man, I just love that. That's just so wholesome and wonderful. But yeah, wanted to point those things out. And also, by the way, fun little final thing to round this off. So let's see here. Final little thing about Seven. You may notice that Seven's bot name might be a little bit unusual. You might have some questions about that. Well, I have an answer for that. So let's see. Here we go. There. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, assuming that I was told the right thing because I haven't looked in the game quite yet, but if I'm not mistaken, the Seven's bot name is this, which is pronounced Siobhan. It is Italian. It's basically meant to. The idea. So thank you very much, Left Stick David, for telling me this fun little tidbit. The idea behind the bot name is that Seven is already a robot, and so when it comes to like the bot name, if you're fighting a bot in the game in Brawlhalla, and that bot happens to be Seven, then it would. I guess the devs decided that instead of giving the Seven bot a bot name, they decided to give the Seven bot a more human name, as kind of like a reverse of the actual character, the robot. And so that's why we have this right here as the bot name, which is I think some kind of like Italian, not Italian, Irish. And even in spite of the way it looks, it's pronounced Siobhan. And that's basically like a human version of Seven, Siobhan, whatever. It's a little bit of a stretch, but if you're wondering what the story is behind that name, assuming that is in the game, then that is why. I thought that was a fun little tidbit. Like, Seven's already a bot, so let's give her bot a human name. That's hilarious to me. Anyway, that's what I've got for you. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoyed playing around with Seven. I love the weapon combination. I especially love her lore and the new stuff that we learned about the apocalypse setting that Barraza is in, and where Barraza got his diesel heart. And yeah, thank you very much, and until next time, all the best.